Hi.
Please ignore him violently shitting himself.
Violently. That was a regular shit for me.
Oh, because I felt like it.
I will have to delay stream by 10 minutes.
But because I felt like it, we're doing Dark Tide. And most recently, I have found the internet works of the man known as Pancreas No Work on YouTube. He does a bunch of Warhammer lore stuff for 40k and fantasy. And while I've mostly been focusing on the fantasy stuff because Skaven are my favorite,
Love the rats.
the rats are great. I've seen someone describe playing as them in, like, Total War as, with all of the absurd contraptions, Frankenstein beasties, and absurd zany plots, it's like you're playing as a Saturday morning cartoon villain, but with gore turned on. What am I carrying? This is what I'm carrying. This is what I want to carry? Yes, it is.
You should not proceed into battle with
Oh, I should probably check the shops. Yeah. Useless to me.
Matoma would seem to be in for a very rough time.
Oh, may I assist you?
You? Useless to me.
Nothing to say? Never mind. We'll
You're
drink
getting
together.
popular around here.
That sounds perfectly doable, actually.
What does?
This. Maelstrom missions are weird, and they have a variety of potential modifiers. This one sounds potentially doable, but I'm not feeling it. So just plain old Auric quick play.
Okay.
Have I told you how Auric difficulty works? No, I think I did, but you were bobbleheading at the time.
Oh, yeah, I was.
So Auric difficulty in Darktide is around the same. It has the same statistics as two veterans and a zealot. Cool. A veteran running infiltrate. That's rare.
Is it?
At this difficulty, 95% of the zealots you're going to find of the veterans you're going to find are going to be running voice of command.
Okay.
Voice of command is everyone has an ability that they use by hitting F on a cooldown.
Yep.
Voice of command has your veteran shout out at your teammates, giving them immediate toughness reinforcement. Basically just refilling their toughness, while also knocking back any enemies nearby. It's basically their best ability. At the higher difficulty stuff, you're largely going to be running into people with that.
This mission is governed by the Pax Mechanicus and by immutable concords inscribed.
Once in a while, you'll run into someone wielding, I forget what it's called, but basically lets them highlight noteworthy enemies to shoot, while also upping their range damage. And I think I've only run into a veteran running infiltrate, where they've replenished their own toughness and become invisible for a bit, like, twice. I'm going to assume that he's either a god with it, or he's going for achievements. I have a dog on me.
Yeah, and earlier I heard someone, I swear to God, I heard what he said, but I thought he said, a ho-ho.
I'm mostly focusing on what I'm talking about than what they're saying. Oh, talking and playing the video game.
Yeah,
Grenadier Gauntlet. No arbitrator in this lobby. There's 2 veterans and the zealot and me. I have a dog on me again. God damn it.
At him. Let him lick your fingers.
He's currently attempting to bite my face off. I got off track again regarding our difficulty. Oh yeah, I am the king of tangents. I will start 7 thoughts and finish 3 of them.
Mostly because you would cut you off.
That, and because I'm thinking of one thing, I think of another thing, which means that I need to start talking about that other thing.
I never get to talk during car rides.
No, no, he does not.
He does all the talking, and then after
Oh, hey, Plague Ogre. I'm going to stab it a lot. Yeah, that's a vibe. Who the hell? So, I'm currently running the knife, the Grenadier Gauntlet, and the Frag Bomb.
Oh, frag bomb is the grenade, right?
No, you're thinking of the box of grenades, or big box of hurt, as the technically official name for it is. No, the frag bomb is an Ogren-sized frag grenade. You get 1. You get 1 at a time. Because this is the room clearer. You throw it into a room, and everything in it dies. Ow. The Grenadier Gauntlet? It is, up until the release of heavy stubbers for the Ogren, was the closest thing that he had to a sniper weapon. A grenade launcher. That is attached to his fist so that he doesn't lose it. Because it has rock-solid aim, it shoots where you... It doesn't have any sway. It goes exactly where you aim it at, and it has long range. While also doing enough damage to, with a bit of help, one-shot most of the things you'd want to shoot with it. This, unfortunately, also means this comes at the downside of being the single worst Ogren weapon for dealing with groups of things. Because despite being a grenade launcher, the blast radius is pitiful and mostly just good for knocking things over. So if you really want to, you can just knock over a pack of gunners, but you'll only kill one of them.
Okay.
I just like the knife because it's one of my favorite weapons.
I'm not sure paying attention to it, really.
This particular brand, yeah, I'm using a skin for it. It's very good at stabbing. The Mark IV Cleaver, as it's called, is one of the most versatile weapons, melee weapons, that Ogren has. Because it's good at single target, it's great at horde clearing, has good cleave. The other cleavers, the other two, are basically just hard focused on horde clearing to the point that they are kind of the best weapons in the game at exactly that purpose, but that's all they do. Like, yeah, you can kill a Crusher with them, but it will take a long fucking time to do it.
Rotten grenade! Alright!
Stop touching the squishy.
Barrel's going!
That's my little one that you're touching. Check the little ones. Ooh, lots of shinies. Ooh, I'm busy going. That.
Alright, I'm looking through Twitter and seeing memes.
Am I so boring to you?
No, not that. I saw
Because I've been in fine form this whole damn time.
Oh yeah, you have been. I've been seeing...
About rotten time!
one of them was a foot job joke, which I will not be relaying on stream because it gets graphic.
Okay.
Another one was an Uma Musume meme with gold chip and the door stuck out. Like, is the door stuck out?
Something! Ammo! It's done!
Oh, hell, did I bookmark it? I don't know. Anyway, and this other one, there's a good where from, but it's a wizard on a laptop with a Google to unshit.
Hands have been shitted irrevocably. This is why you don't shit yourself.
Hello! Big Beauty's dead! What's up?
Oh, something that I learned from those Pancreas No Work videos I've been watching. So, you know what connection, if any, there is between Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40k. Different universes, the only thing that is conclusively shared between them is the war. And the Chaos Gods. And their demons. Like, even some of the named... Most of the named demons are the same in both settings. At most, they're slightly different. But overall, Demons of Chaos, you can bring a Fantasy or Age of Sigmar Demons of Chaos army and bring it to 40k with very little problem. There are very few instances of things crossing over between 40k and fantasy. I can only think of two instances of something going from 40k to fantasy. One of them is that in Total War Warhammer 3, you can get a reward from Khorne, the god of war.
Yep.
It's a chainsword. And it is one of the best weapons in the game. It is a whirling mass of teeth that howls when in use and grumbles discontentedly when not. It's a chainsword. The other one is that, did you know that the Skaven have phones?
Say what?
The Skaven have the most advanced technology in the setting by virtue of using magical hate uranium, known as warpstone. No one else can use it because the Skaven are somewhat resistant to the effects of warpstone, because anyone else who so much as touches the stuff either mutates or dies.
I would appreciate it as a support.
Skaven are somewhat resistant to it, and they still die to it. And they power all of their tech with it.
That is not what
This
I
results in them having very powerful but very volatile technology that has a very good chance of blowing up and killing its bearer.
Ignorance does not suit you, intelligent
But
attack.
they don't care. They're Skaven. There's always more of them. More dead Skaven just means fewer rivals. Anyway, one of the instances of Skaven technology is the Farsqueaker. It's a phone. It can communicate with any other Farsqueaker on the planet. It even has a FaceTime function sometimes. Now, while it is not outright a weapon, it is still created with malice, because any time where you will have Skaven communicating over long distances, it's usually because they're plotting something.
Mm-hmm.
You seem to be bobbleheading.
A little bit, I will admit. I'm referencing what you're saying. It's just I don't know anything about the settings. I don't know what questions to ask.
No!
I'm genuinely taking in and registering what you're saying.
Use magic box to make it more amenable.
Anyway, one of the things that you should know about the Skaven is that they are the worst. They outnumber every other faction 10 to 1. They are the worst. They have incredibly powerful technology. They are the worst.
They suck.
They breed horrific Frankenstein monster abominations. They are the worst.
Data interrogation rate acceptable.
Seriously, in a setting with dark elves and actual demons, the Skaven are the most evil faction. Because they hate everyone. If you aren't a talking rat, you are vermin to be either eaten, killed, or enslaved. Or all three.
Yep.
They want to see the rest of the world brought down before them. And they hate each other as well, just slightly less than they hate everything else. And to give you a hint of just how fucking many of them there are, at one point in one of the novels, the Wizard commander is impressed that the general managed to eke out a win despite only outnumbering their opponent 4 to 1. If 4 to 1 numbers is an even fight for them, now imagine how many of them live underneath your house.
Ooh.
Because they probably do. The Under Empire is real, and it is large. There's only like 2 places on the planet that don't have Skaven, at least in some measure. Those are the home of the High Elves, Ulthuan, which is a big donut floating in the ocean, because the continent is just floating there. It isn't actually connected to the seafloor, so they can't dig up into it. And the home of the Wood Elves, Athelloren. The reason that they can't make an actual presence there is because the land there is alive and hates them. It hates them. What? The land of the Wood Elves doesn't like anyone who isn't either a forest spirit or a Wood Elf. It especially hates Skaven because everyone hates Skaven. Including the Skaven. No one likes Skaven, including other Skaven.
That you are not entirely useless. With the interrogator's permission, proceed to court.
Also, they're all power-hungry morons, who all equally believe that they are the best option for running things.
Okay, I'm gonna stop for a second.
Ow.
I'm gonna have to go take a shit sometime. Like, I don't know when it's gonna be. It's sometime in the next hour.
Oh, okay.
Don't know how long I'm gonna be, or how long it's gonna take. Now,
Try not to fall in. Oh dear. Where was I? Right. God damn it.
Can't do this without you. Oh, you wouldn't, sir.
But yeah, the only places that doesn't have to deal with some amount of Skaven are those 2 places I mentioned. And it's the floating island continent of Ulthuan.
Stand clear.
What is that?
The world of Warhammer Fantasy is Earth if someone with really shaky hands drew the map. Ultron is basically Atlantis, and it floats in the middle of the Atlantic. It's where the High Elves live, it's where the Elves as a whole started out, and the various factions of Elves that aren't High Elves wound up moving out for various reasons. But that's where the High Elves live. It's a floating donut in the middle of the Atlantic.
Buster down.
And as I said, the reason that the Skaven can't get in there is because it is a floating continent that doesn't actually connect to the seafloor.
Coolant control located.
And I already told you why they can't go into Athel-Loren, because everything in it hates them, including the dirt. Anyway, as I said, all Skaven, they have their own god, the Great Horned Rat, who, unlike the Chaos Gods, has no redeeming qualities. Like, even the Chaos Gods have small redeeming qualities. Like, Thorn, god of honor and bravery, in addition to war, murder, and general bloodshed. Joy of happiness and joy, happiness, pleasure. He is the Slaanesh is the extremes of human emotion, good and bad. Tzeentch is the god of hope and change is not inherently malevolent.
So this is just gonna be your nerding stream, huh? Your info dump stream.
Yes, while I stab heretics to death.
I don't have to do nothing.
I would like for you to participate.
I mean, I'm participating a little bit.
Okay, one of my teammates is dying. I need to take
I'm
him out.
sorry, but I don't really retain much of what you say when it comes to this. Like, you're happy to just talk and I let you.
I will. You're welcome to ask what questions that come to your mind.
Rotten. Outstanding.
As you can probably guess, I am not putting my full attention onto playing the video game, but
Of course, you have to yap.
I am very good at yapping.
Yes.
Yap, 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 yap. No, I'm not on fire, but he is.
Sure sucks for him.
Funny ragdoll. Ow, 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 hot.
How'd you end up working for Grendel anyway, tech priest?
One with my
Any questions popped into your brain?
always in command. I get my search badly.
Approximately 3 tons.
Say that.
I didn't even notice, so
Unfortunately, I am hyper aware of my own.
it is deeply uncomfortable. Send help. I know what my eyelashes taste like. I don't like it.
That wasn't what I was referring to.
You said hyper aware, and that was the first thing that came to mind.
You know what my eyelashes taste like?
Every bit of possible information about one's own body.
Allow all who stand in your path.
Just so that you can stop thinking about what I just said?
Yes.
Please cease this path of discussion. I beg you.
Please stop talking and continue talking.
I can continue talking about Ratmen. Yay!
First objective, shut down anti-air defenses.
You know, I don't know if I should be using the frag bomb at the moment, because that requires me to realize when it's good to use it, because I only have the one. Ow. It's kind of a get-out-of-jail card because of the immediate everything dies. I do not wish to be on green fire. I'm going to be dealing with Finch, and I don't know if that would be better. Potentially corn. That is a large variety. Because in the 41st millennium, lots of things like fire. Slanesh. That could also be Slanesh, or maybe something Tyranids. Maybe Nurgle, but they're more for green. But they are also perfectly content with Diarrhea Browns. Nurgle and his ever-fervescent love of diarrhea. I mean, we're talking about Nurgle here. It is very hard to talk about Nurgle without being gross. That is possibly either the Eldar or something very holy. Chaos.
Rainbow fire.
Potentially also Chaos, but more likely Zinch. Because he's wacky like that.
Second objective, deploy landing beacon for support.
Cyan.
Zinch.
Heal.
Still Zinch.
Objectives complete. Endure
Probably
enemy assault
Slanesh.
and await extraction.
I'd like to continue talking about other things now, because you're just going for whatever the hell pops into your brain. Yes.
It is white man.
So, basically a pale pink.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah? Alive! So, I mentioned the Great Horned Rat, the god of the Skaven, who, as I said earlier, unlike the Chaos gods, doesn't have any redeeming qualities. Those redeeming qualities are hard to find in the Chaos gods, but they are there. And then there's just the Great Horned Rat, who is just unequivocally awful. But then the Skaven in general are awful, so their god is also awful. Like I've said it before, but the Skaven and their god are both the embodiment of the word asshole. Which is one of the primary reasons why they haven't won yet. Because they just... Skaven society is one long conga line of backstabbing.
Okay. Is anybody in the Warhammer franchise in the
Actually, Warhammer Fantasy?
Is there one redeeming faction? Is there one redeemable?
Well, here's the thing. Warhammer Fantasy is grimdark, everything sucks forever, and will only get worse. Warhammer Fantasy is dark fantasy, not grimdark.
Okay.
It's still kind of fucked up here and there, but it isn't everything is horrible and will never not be horrible. There's actual nice bits. Like the Empire of Man
Destruction is
You know how in most fantasy settings, they'll reach the medieval tech base and then just never move?
Yeah.
They will freeze like they're going into cryo sleep.
They have magic. Why would they need more technology?
It's more because the writers don't want to go out of their setting. The Empire of Man, formed by Sigmar, who is now their god. Okay, so the Empire...
Okay, he slapped his hands and said, okay, we're gonna be here for a while.
Congratulations, you did it.
The Empire of Man was formed by the man that would be known as Sigmar Unberogen, who was like...
Oh, is that who that asshole from the rat game shouts about? Sigmar?
Yes,
For Sigmar!
yes, you're thinking of Victor Saltzpyre, Witch Hunter.
You clearly don't own an air fryer.
He does have Squidward vibes.
Begin new operation.
And somehow he's less miserable than Squidward.
I mean, easy. He has in-universe Jesus.
He has a god who he is fanatically faithful towards.
Squidward has nobody because he is an atheist.
Anyway, Sigmar united the barbarian tribes throughout the lands that would become the Empire.
The Merbian steel of today is not the
Brought them together by beating a whole bunch of people up. He beat up the people who disagreed with him. However, he was smart enough to know that just killing everyone could lead to more enemies, which could lead to more problems.
mission will not be without its risks, but I'm certain
So he formed the Empire by, well, onanning it all over the place. In addition, he beat up orcs. A lot of orcs. Like, so many fucking orcs that the dwarves declared eternal friendship to mankind. Because if Sigmar was so kick-ass, the rest of them can't be that bad.
Okay, after this game, I'm moving.
Okay,
You're not stopping me.
where am I going? Okay, we're doing Clandestium Gloriana.
You're wrong. You're going home.
There you are. That looked like a rough descent. I've always said that pilots shouldn't fly blindfold.
Perhaps we could save these.
We have 2 arbitrators and another Ogren.
Interrogator Rannick? A pleasure to finally meet you at last.
Anyway, he ruled the Empire for about 50 years, at which point he, Oh, quick note. Sigmar, for rescuing the High King of the Dwarves, was gifted a hammer. The hammer. The warhammer that the setting is named after. Galmaraz. Skull Splitter. It's the hammer that's in the logo, it's the hammer that everything is named after, it's the warhammer.
It is the thing.
Sigmar, he has the hammer Heldenhammer.
It is the One Piece.
And every emperor after him has wielded Galmaraz. Anyway, after 50 years of ruling the Empire, he fucked off to the east and became a god. Casually, like one does. Sigmar is the chief god of the Empire's pantheon. And ironically, there's various other gods that the Empire worships, such as Ulrich, which has a notable rivalry with the cult of Sigmar, which is rather ironic because Sigmar himself was a very devout Ulrican. Also, while I wasn't paying attention, I got shredded by gunners. Cool.
Hey, you seem fine.
I am at a 3rd health.
You two down.
Yep.
We're gonna. You know what to do.
Oh god. Bluntly focusing.
Or else the entire facility will explode? Is that it?
Right. Sigmar formed the Empire, ruled it for 50 years, left his hammer behind, killed a fuck ton of orcs, made friends with the dwarves forever, went to the east, became a god, became chief god of the Empire, yada yada yada. He also beat up a big skeleton man named Nagash, but we'll talk about him later. Ow, 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 ow. I just fixed that, goddammit. Well. Ow.
What happened? I wasn't looking.
I got shot. A lot. That is generally what kills me as Ogre. Getting shot. A lot. I'm a big target, you see. God damn it. I just healed, by the way. I healed. Then whose fault is that? I want you to know that I hold great disdain for you in this moment in time. Anyway, I was talking about how most fantasy settings, they get to the medieval era and then just freeze in place because the writers don't want to think about complicated things like technological and cultural advancement. It scares them, you see. Well, you see, when the Empire was formed, it was the Iron Age. Getting gifted a steel weapon by the dwarves was the height of technological advancement. Now, 2,500 years later, we have tanks. They're shitty tanks, but the Empire could roughly be said to be somewhere around the Renaissance.
Okay.
So, they have tanks. They're shitty tanks, but it's still very impressive. And honestly, it's the only place I've seen... I can't really think of too many fantasy settings that actually have technology and culture progress. With one notable exception.
Which is?
Bretonia. Everyone makes fun of Bretonia.
Go on.
Because they have an entirely... They're entirely too fascinated with horses, and they're French. Bretonia is every single fantasy medieval archetype stereotype mashed into one. It is Arthurian legend, fantasy stereotypes, and France.
Do they like old shit?
Potentially. You see, Bretonia is neighbors with the Empire, and when Sigmar was forming it, he tried to get them to join in, but they decided that they were too good for this. Because they are, one, they saw the High Elf Cavalry and decided to copy their notes, and two, they're French. People like to make fun of Bretonia. Not for the things I've already stated, and because, I mentioned how the Empire actually progresses technologically and culturally. Bretonia doesn't. They have decided that everything is perfect the way it is and that they will go no further. So, medieval era, knights, lots of knights. Bretonian's all about knights.
Yeah.
Maybe knights trying to prove themselves.
They have a single trebuchet.
Well, they do have trebuchets. Theoretically, but trebuchets are just better. Maybe knights trying to prove their worth, magical knights defending the realm, knights ruling the place for the betterment of all knights.
Yep. This just sounds like an
They worship the Lady in the Lake.
The what?
The Lady in the Lake is their goddess.
Does she exist?
Yes, but it's actually an elven goddess running a giant con. Playing them like a goddamn fiddle. And there's these things called Grail Knights, part of the reason why they can get away with being backwards hillbillies. You see, a Grail Knight is the greatest knights in the entire goddamn world, because they go on a quest to find the Holy Grail, and they sip from the elven goddess's bathwater. And as a result, of this divine mukbang, I hate the words that just came out of my face, pretend they didn't happen. I did not like that one. Redo. Please shut up. I don't even want you to finish the bit. I just already know I don't like it. Anyway. Did you just inhale water?
Can I talk about Skibbity Bruce for a second?
No. I am aware that there is an actual racehorse out there named Skibbity Riz. Or was it Skibbity Toilet? Okay.
There's also a horse named both of these.
This also does not surprise me just by virtue of the existence of Skibbity Riz.
Yeah. People really love Skibbity Riz.
I wonder why.
Somebody's already drawn.
Would that convince you to play Uma Musume?
I mean,
I have heard that Uma Musume is... Did you know that the smaller version of a whale in gacha terms is a dolphin? You know how a whale in both gambling and gacha parlance is someone who just dumps money in there? Someone who just occasionally splashes money in there. But well, yeah. But whales are rich people who have nothing better to do with their time and money, so gotcha.
yeah.
Or people, or not rich people who are kind of dumb. So, Twitter. And I'm not even talking about porn. When did I kill a dog? When did I kill the pot hound? Where was it? I have no knowledge of it.
Was it in your ass? Did you punch too hard?
I just know that at some point in my wild flailing, as I'm not paying... What?
Game Right, okay.
Anyway, Bretonia.
Go on. Yep, my son.
Grail Knights.
Yes.
By successfully finding and drinking from the Grail, which is a divine relic that shows up wherever it pleases, they get to be super soldiers.
Cool.
Supernatural strength and speed, magically toughened armor, their horses never tire, we never actually hit the button, we're a bunch of morons. I thought they were all ahead of me. Oh. Never mind, the game bugged. It's just showing that it's showing the go here thing over there, but it's actually already been hit. So, part of the reason they can get away with being backwards dickweeds is because they have Grail Knights. Bullets are an annoyance. You can duel just about any man without having to worry about.
Down there, so I was confused. So, what is the elven goddess getting out of this?
Ablative meat shields against everything that wants to bother them. Also, peasants to feed to forest spirits. And also, she's the elven goddess of trickery. She's doing this for funsies.
Okay. So she's like an in-universe Loki.
Goddess of magic, trickery, prophecy, the moon.
In-universe Loki. This sounds like Loki.
Uh-huh.
And this is something Loki would do.
Pretend to be another people's goddess.
Yeah. I might have done that, actually, now that I think about it.
Oh, I'm on fire. I am on fire and I don't want to be. I am not on fire anymore.
Strike team, kindly move on to this aquarium.
Oh, I thought that was a
About to football tackle as the 8-foot-tall, 700-pound behemoth.
Yeah. Running at 20 miles an hour.
So yes.
Do that next time you see somebody getting attacked by a hound from far away.
So yeah, Bretonia. They have some of the best cavalry in the world, which is, again, part of the reason why they can get away with this shit.
Yeah.
However, they're still backwards dickweeds, where the peasants are lucky if they get paid 3 pennies a week instead of 2. Also, they have a bunch of stupid rules, like, knights are forbidden from using ranged weaponry because it is dishonorable. Like, only peasants get ranged weapons, and that's stuff like shitty bows. Peasants are also the one manning the catapults.
Are they trained, or do they become knights after they're trained?
They don't get to become knights after they're trained, they're just peasants who know how to operate a piece of siege weaponry that they do not own.
Like video games.
I'm not touching that right now.
Somehow, I feel like I just made a political statement.
Technically, yes, because lots of things are politics.
Yeah, like I talked about liking cheese and somehow lead to fascism.
More along the lines of lots of things, just... Life is politics, unfortunately, to the detriment of everyone else.
Yeah, we don't like to talk about politics because we like to distance ourselves from life. We like to close our eyes and imagine everything's fine.
Anyway, back to talking about the thing I'm definitely normal about. People make fun of Bretonia for being horse molesters and French. But they also make fun of them for being backwards dickheads. Like, you know, did you know that at one point the Pope declared that crossbows were a, blasphemous invention and should never be used? Now imagine if that entire philosophy was applied to a culture.
Oh. Alright, I want to get to my word and open up Twitter again. This is posted by Eris VTuber on Twitter. It's just a fucking... it's just a picture of the recreation button in front of a horse with its hooves up on a roller coaster. There's only one car, and he is taking it.
Ding, ding, ding. There are a couple other human nations, like Kislev, where while the Empire is basically just Germany and the Holy Roman Empire, and Bretonnia is French and Arthurian legend, Kislev is Eastern Europe and specifically everything Slavic.
Okay. Where is this again?
Kislev is to the north of the Empire. It is their northern neighbor, and whenever chaos comes down from the north, they have to go through Kislev first.
Okay.
Combine that with the fact that a raging blizzard is a mild day up there, the people there tend to be rather cold and rather miserable.
Alright, sounds like Russia.
However, they have their own pantheon separate from the empires, and despite the fact that they tend to think of most Imperials as weakling Southerners, they are still staunch allies. Because when you have the forces of hell as your neighbors, just about anyone else is better.
Alright.
That, and when Chaos is done trying to murder the Kislevites, they tend to go south to the Empire.
How close are you to finishing this round?
We're heading out to the ship to leave.
Okay, as soon as you hit the ship, I'm getting up so I can poop. Getting desperate. They're starting to ask for a union.
I haven't used this yet. Make sure to throw the right grudge in pot!
Did you seriously just delay the exit so you could do that?
Yes. I am not the only one who does this.
Okay, I have to shit desperately. Bye.
Don't take too long now. Please don't. Without him to yap at, I don't know what to talk about. Oh, hello. Ow. Okay. Same shit as always. As before. I've already got all my weapons as good as they're gonna get. So, now I play Ogryn partially because I just love playing Ogryn, and partially to get resources for other classes that I can then spend on them.
Is he talking about us? Nah, just me, I reckon. He's got you confused with someone else.
The God Emperor sees what you're doing.
I think I might just look around at people's names. Asha. Bad. Lug. Average prosperous citizen. Agrius. My body cam is off. Podvar cheek spreader. I love people's names. They give me joy. Ah. Itch. It's I have M&Ms. You don't have M&M. I like M&M. I love this guy. That is an awesome backpack that I have never seen before.
Master of mankind go with you.
Get on a V.
What do you want?
I still haven't done this. I'm still having fun with ARC difficulty nonsense, so might be a while. I have tried out Mortis Trials. They're interesting. I've only done 2 runs, one of which failed. But it was fun. Water. I'm just gonna run around.
Greetings. How may this unit serve?
I own all of this. I do not own all of this, but I don't care about most of it.
It will be an honor to trade again.
You're making a lot of folks jealous, you know that?
Maxing. I have tailored my outfit for maximum snacky.
The Emperor calls you. How do you answer?
Itch, 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 itch. Ah!
Engine CKX. Kindly explain the drop in reactor.
The heat is not doing well with me.
That I cannot.
It's making me lethargic and stinky.
I will investigate.
The saddest part of not having talking to me. I love this back scratcher. I got it for Christmas. It has a variety of heads, but I tend to stick with the bear claw one because it's cool. Extendable back scratcher. That's one of the clearest signs of me getting older, appreciating a practical gift.
Roll up, find a new face, a new hairstyle. Glad you decided to stop by.
Glory of Lug. I think when I first started out, I've had this as his facial tattoo. I could do that. But I'm running with this. Just checking to see what's here. I'd love to read that, but I can't. Interesting. You know what that says.
Alright, I was gone for so long.
He's fine.
How long was I gone for? 20 minutes?
Well,
About
don't let me
10?
Oh, good.
10, 15?
Alright, good. Alright. I feel better.
I can tell. I have been yapping, but less so. Mostly about inconsequential things.
Like what?
How it's hot, I hate it, and it's making me lethargic and stinky.
Yeah, you don't need to explain. I know all about it.
Laughing at other people's names on the Morning Star. Like this one arbitrator whose name was My Body Cam is Off.
Recently, I've actually been looking a lot into Outlast trials. And Outlast in general. Well, mostly trials.
Damn it, I got a bug bite on my arm.
Pen is... I put my water bottle directly in front of it.
Yeah, I noticed. Hence my
Yeah.
hence my blank look.
Yeah.
Also, look at the Steam name of the guy on the top left.
Average Prospero citizen.
No, look at the name with the Steam symbol beneath that.
Jesus.
Average Prospero Citizen, the name with the Steam symbol underneath that.
Oh. Bodvar cheeks.
Yeah, that got me to laugh.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, LS Trials. The best way I've seen it described is like splatterpunk.
Huh.
Do you know what that is?
Blood and gore, and blood and gore, and gore and blood.
Well, yes, but for the sake of a deeper purpose or meaning.
Hmm.
Like, blood and gore and gore and blood and violence and blood and gore is just extreme horror, and usually not very. You don't have to really think too deeply about it, you know?
And that's fun.
Yeah, and it is fun. Except when it's not really okay. I was gonna say except when it's not tasteful, but it's not really. By definition, it's not very tasteful, is it?
Yeah.
What would I describe as splatterpunk? I don't really know any splatterpunk.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really something I pay attention to.
I'm going to hit the button now.
Hell, I wouldn't even call Saw splatterpunk.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's violence and gore and gore and violence, but there's not really like a deeper meaning in there, unless you count like 10. Because it was talking about like in the insurance and shit. Insurance companies and fraud and shit. Like, I guess you could call that splatterpunk.
Hmm.
Because the thing that like I said, the thing that separates extreme horror and splatterpunk is like a deeper meaning to it. Like they're using the soup for like a bigger purpose.
Soup.
that's how a lot of it turns out.
Soup. More of a paste.
Yeah, I guess.
With bone chunks in it.
Stop, you're making me. Anyway.
I gave him the disappointed dad look.
Yeah, he did. And the thing is, I was looking for something to say, and explicitly thought to myself, don't say that.
And then he did.
And then I did. I'm not.
God damn it, man.
Make it clear. How the hell did you?
I'm with a trio of fellas.
Oh, you're gonna hear a lot about God, huh?
The God Emperor.
The one and true God, he make us booyah.
I think I have another itch on my foot. I know what that's a histamine reaction itch. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's unpleasant.
Well, you can always apply it real quick. Or wait. The sooner you apply it, better. I'm not getting on my hands and knees for it, so
That would be awkward for the both of us.
yeah, it would be. So,
I'm kind of just gonna have to
Deal with
suffer
it.
with it for a bit.
for a bit, yeah. Sprinkles on matches over. Or you're in an elevator. Stab, stab. 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 How long is the cooldown on the charge?
30 seconds, but I have a thing called Bruiser. Or whenever I or an ally with incoherency kills an elite or special, for the next couple seconds, I get double cooldown.
I also see it, like, jumping up a couple times. You can use it again.
Come here, bitch.
He's aiming down sights. Wow, that guy's getting much bigger than he was.
God damn it.
What happened?
Do I have one of each personality of Zealot with me?
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
Baba Booey. So, would you describe Warhammer Splatterpunk?
It's grimdark. Warhammer 40k specifically is grimdark.
Yeah, I got good.
This can sometimes mean that parts of it are splatterpunk,
Yeah.
and I get some degree of comedy out of, well, just how absurdly over the top things are.
Yeah, that's part of the charm, I guess, with Splatterpunk and extreme horror. It's just like, wow, that's meaty.
Well, I'm talking about, I told you a couple weeks ago about the Adeptus Sororitas and their orbital drop cathedrals.
Hey there, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm gonna call you Ben. Thanks for joining us, Ben. So anyway, what was this about the orbital church again?
Orbital drop cathedrals from the Adeptus Sororitas. The Battle Sisters, the nuns with guns.
That was a level of Hitman Absolution, by the way.
Huh.
Nuns with guns.
And someone's dead.
Wow. Oh, somebody DC'd.
They died, and they DC'd to give us a bot.
Yeah, just they're like a basic fix, right?
The bots suck, but it's another body.
Yeah, I guess. And this is what Dead by Daylight should have had from the start. Good to hear, man. Unfortunately, we're not looking for anything like that at the moment. So thank you for
Thank you for the offer, but no thank you.
yeah. You can stick around though.
No power to those friends. I checked. At least I think I did.
So, drop church.
Yeah, they are fanatical, as one might expect, as the militant arm of the church. And this manifests itself in a variety of ways, but one of the most hilarious in my eyes is the Orbital Drop Cathedral. They have these things built.
I want to not laugh at orbital drop cathedral.
Just that series of words put in that order. They build them, they ship them to whatever battlefront that they need to be sent to, they stuff it full of nuns with guns, and they let it go. And when it approaches the surface, the thrusters that it unleashes to slow its descent scorches everything in the landing zone black, and when it doesn't scorch black, it lights on fire.
This entire building is like several tons, right?
It is a full-sized cathedral that they drop from orbit.
Okay, thousands of tons, got it. Plus the weight of the thrusters themselves to carry all that shit. Like, damn.
And yes, they do have the thing to make it so that they get... The thrusters are there to make it so that they have a cathedral and not just a pile of rock.
Because then we wouldn't have any battle nuns.
And not just a crater and rubble.
With some meat in it.
Anyway, what it doesn't scorch black, it lights on fire. Holy fire, because of course.
Yep. And then they douse the entire area in what?
A small sea worth of holy water. Just a deluge, a biblical deluge of holy water that puts out the fires and drowns anyone who was lucky/unlucky enough to survive the aforementioned light everything on fire part.
Yep.
And then, once all that bullshit's done, and the water has drained away, do the doors open, and out come the militant nuns. That are wearing power armor and carrying guns.
Please tell me they have the hood on.
No, generally. They have their own helmets. They have helmets. Although there is a specific unit for the Adeptus Sororitas called Sisters Repentia. These are sisters who have committed some form of sin that must be expunged. and they atone for this sin.
By becoming a battle nun.
No, the sisters Repentia atone for their sins by stripping mostly naked, picking up a giant chainsword, and running screaming into battle.
Okay.
Most of them die.
I imagine so. But what happens to the ones who survive?
They're thrown into more battles until they either die or are sufficiently atoned in the blood of the enemies of the man.
Okay, and who decides that?
There are sisters whose job is to basically herd the insane, suicidal battle nuns.
Uh-huh.
And part of their job is figuring out when they've done enough religious murder to get past whatever they did to become a Repentia in the first place. They are, unironically, really good shock troopers because they have gigantic chainswords called eviscerators, and they are so out of their gourds with religious fervor that they tend to just ignore being shot.
So they ignore the pain of bullets through Christian guilt.
God Emperor given guilt.
Okay.
They still have no armor. Like, literally, they're just wearing scraps of scripture. And rags.
Okay, I'm gonna actually look that up.
Sisters Repentia. Repentia.
Okay. Is this something that can be put on stream?
Depends on what. Depends on where you're getting the images.
Elaborate.
I don't know if you'll be surprised by this, but some people find the idea of physically fit, mostly naked women covered in blood to be sexually attractive.
Well.
Are you really surprised at the idea?
No, I'm not. I kinda get it. Well, that can't be put on stream.
I wouldn't even know how to put it on stream in the first place.
You can like download images and shit. I'm just gonna scroll down until I see like porn. 'Cause I know I'm gonna find it. Right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because there's official art, there's models, there's fan art, both icy and not.
Yeah, because it is a cool concept. A lot of shit in Warhammer is.
Oh yeah. A lot of shit in Warhammer is just, wouldn't that be bitching?
Yeah. Well, I like Junji Ito, honestly.
Well, a lot of Junji Ito's work is he's just going, wow, wouldn't that suck?
And then making it suck.
Mhm.
That just looks like a regular... From what I've heard, that just looks like a regular Sisterhood nun.
That is the sister who is basically the one in charge of her pack of roaming maniacs.
Uh-huh.
She's the only one in the unit that has actual armor.
I want to make sure I find something and put fan art at the end. And already, a lot of it has changed. Yep, yep. Does that count? I don't think that counts. No, that doesn't count. Whatever. Oh, this is actually kind of cute. Very low res, but cute.
A bit of pixels for a starving pilgrim.
Yeah. Okay, I think that.
Yep.
Oh, this is the safe for work version.
I do remind you that they are generally only got clothed in bits of scripture and rags.
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe. Oh, okay. Yep, that counts. There's Nip.
I'm just swinging mindlessly while I occasionally look over to see what you're doing.
Yeah, well, I'm done. So what has happened? I see a lot of blood. Never mind, I can definitely.
Yeah, that's kind of a question that answers itself. I mentioned the swinging mindlessly part, right? To the point where I wasn't even hitting anything, I was just swinging. God damn it.
Okay, so I found a thread on Twitter. Chidubemo on Twitter. r/shitty movie details.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go through it. In Rick and Morty season 4, episode 1, they see. Hold on. Oh, no, okay, not that one. In The Incredibles 2004, this poor superhero gets sucked to a jet turbine because she waved to some person who didn't even wave back. People can be the fucking worst.
Bucket bomb.
In Superman 2025...
God damn it. It didn't even kill him.
In Superman 2025, Kara Zor-El is played by Millie Alcock. This is a reference to how she gives me crippling gender envy.
Okay. So now you're just scrolling Reddit.
Damn it, I am.
Might be for the best if you stop that.
I mean, it'd be nice if we said shit about the posts.
But no, you're just looking at posts and going giggle.
Oh, I'm expecting you to say something at least so I can bounce off of it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm already talking about other things and playing a video game at the same time.
Okay, this should get you talking. In Breaking Bad from 2011, Jesse briefly covers Brock's eyes while they play Sonic 06. This is him showing his protective instincts, as no child should ever experience such horse shit. Yeah, I have not heard any good thing about Sonic 06.
Other than it's fun to make fun of.
Exactly, and that's not exactly a point in its favor, now is it?
It's fun because it's bad.
I know, but that's not what they were intending to go for. It's not like Goat Simulator where they kept in every single bug except the ones that like crashed.
Well,
the
we've
game.
lost the Zealot.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna DC and give you a bot too?
I think it looks like he's gonna stick around.
Alright. Okay. In your opinion, which was worse? Sonic 06 or Sonic Boom?
Sonic Boom.
Really?
Because Sonic 06 was an awful game, but it was at least fun in that stupid way. Sonic Boom doesn't have that.
Well, I've never played it, so I wouldn't know.
I have observed people who have. And that is... Sonic 06 sucks. Yes, no question.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought Sonic Boom would have been better simply because they tried to go for something new and go with the formula.
But no, it was just boring.
Wow.
And it's
Yeah.
at parts actively unfun.
Wow. Huh. I honestly did not expect that. Like, I think I'm one of the few people that actually likes the redesigns of Sonic Boom.
Things are going poorly. That's why I have that.
I just saw so many cockroaches on your screen.
That would be what's bursting out of the plague cultists.
Oh, dear.
Oh, come on!
What is the exclamation mark?
That means that my teammate was in the grasp of the chaos spawn and was being
two
used as
people
a
are dead.
flail.
This doesn't seem like a good time to be dead. I love hearing Lug laugh joyously. It's surprisingly wholesome.
And here I am without my frag bomb and in a corner.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Oh, come on!
Oh, is Murphy? Okay, Murphy not doing too hot. Well, this is back.
Help.
I can't. I'm not there.
Help me. Teammates. I'm being used as a chew toy and it's healing itself. Get it off. Whee! This corner isn't full of gas!
Yippee!
I guess I'll just stand here.
Yeah. You got a lot of purple health.
Ow, 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 ow. Get me out.
Get me out of this hell.
I wasn't paying attention to where the zealot was. I hope he can get out of there. Because if he goes down up there, he's dead.
What's the zealot's name?
Octus.
Octus, okay. He's already been revived once.
Well, yes, but if he goes down because he's been grabbed by a dog or a trapper, that's a mutant. He might.
He seems fine.
But basically, if he goes down, we can't pick him back up.
The hound is slain.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. I really want to see Lug kick a corpse into a goalpost. Like football punt.
Unfortunately, there is no move that lets you kick.
There should be.
We have surprisingly stubby legs.
Really? I guess all the muscle went to your arms, huh?
Like, when we
Large
get to the end of the mission, take a look at just his proportions.
Oh yeah, he's like 80% torso, right?
Not 80%, but yeah, he's big torso, big arms, fat head.
So it's like a little person was just blown up in size.
Not quite. Too wide. Well, Ogrins are the 40k equivalent of ogres in fantasy.
I mean, I'm mostly imagining if you took a little person in Photoshop and just like hold shift, pull the corner up. That's what I'm imagining.
Dude. He had a scrap of health left and then he got shanked. Huh?
Delivery?
No, Octus.
Okay. Octus is not doing well, is he?
Octus is a martyrdom zealot from what I can tell.
So he goes down a lot.
Martyrdom zealots get bonuses the more health they're missing, and they have lots of wounds to deal with the fact that they have low health all the time.
Okay.
And more specifically, they get bonuses for each wound that they're missing. More wounds means more bonuses.
Murphy
This means
about
that
to go
so
down.
long as you get picked up, you can go down over.
Octus just went down as well.
I have a dog on me.
Everything is going poorly right now, isn't it? What is this delay? I wonder what it could be. Murphy is almost dead.
I can get Octus.
Murphy's dead. Casualty. Oh, okay, right.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I could have used that grenade.
Meow.
Excuse you.
Woof. Bark, bark.
So,
Tweet, tweet.
going a bit rough.
A little. However, Murphy can be rescued. Is he called Murphy because everything is going wrong? Stab him. Stab him in his puny eye sockets. Punch him in his tiny eyes.
I was saying, Ogrins are the 40k equivalent of fantasy ogres.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, a lot of martyrdom zealots, they tend to build themselves with not a lot of health, but lots of wounds. So they go down all the time, but so long as they get picked up, it doesn't matter. See those blocks in his health bar? Each block is a wound.
Yeah, I got that. Every time you go down, you lose one of them to purple health.
The corruption damage, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that from watching.
And there's only 2 ways to get wounds back. There are a couple things that will heal corruption damage, but they won't go past the wound barrier. Well, most of them won't. There's 3 that I can think of. 1, Medicae stations. That's the primary way. Using a Medicae station will heal you back to full, and all corruption damage is deleted. Med stims. They will heal you for 1 wound or 25% of your health, whichever is more.
Okay.
While also removing that much in corruption damage.
Okay.
And finally, Medipacks if you have a veteran with the improved supplies talent. I don't think that's the actual name, I just can't quite remember it. But that talent buffs the team's Medipacks and ammo crates, the deployables. Basically, the buffed Medipacks also heal corruption damage, and the buffed ammo crates also give grenades.
Okay.
Yeah, in the case of Octus here, so long as he doesn't take too much corruption damage from other sources, he can go down 4 times and still be picked back up.
Okay.
The 5th time will just outright kill him, though. Again with the dog. Ding. Bonk.
I remember hearing about a DVD chapter concept with Warhammer. Not official, but would you come back to DVD if Warhammer was in it?
As much as I want to say no, probably.
But what do you think would be a good choice for a DVD killer?
Probably one of the demons.
Okay,
Like a fucking bloodletter or plague bearer.
Huh. And a survivor?
That could be a wide variety of things, but it would probably be a guardsman.
Actually, a part of the concept, I think it was Mint Skull who made the concept. Does the term Black Angel mean anything to you?
Black Angel. Dark Angel, yes.
Dark Angel, yeah.
Oh, Dark Angel? Yeah, that's a chapter of Space Marines, but what the fuck would a Space Marine be doing as a survivor?
No, as a killer.
Oh!
Aren't those guys, like, fucking insane?
Dark Angels? They're loyalists. However, that just means that, they burn down orphanages on orders, not because it's fun.
But for the survivor as well, I remember, I think he was in the text-to-speech device series.
Belial?
I don't remember his name, so that wouldn't mean anything.
Yeah.
This one general who was seen as an absolute hero who could do no wrong, but behind closed doors.
Oh, Caiaphas Cain.
Yeah. I would love him as a survivor.
Caiaphas Cain is the poster boy of imposter syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah, him. I would love to see him as a survivor, unironically.
And you know, one of the best.
He's a really good choice.
He's actually one of the best combatants in the Imperial Guard, because with nothing but a chainsword and a las pistol, he has defeated Chaos Space Marines.
Yes, however, this is Dead by Daylight, and we don't care about that.
I know, but it's still cool.
I know, yeah.
Like, literally, he was on a radio call with someone in command, and the person on the other end of the line hears "Blood for the Blood God" from a Cornate Space Marine, probably a World Eater. And
oh yeah, this fucker with his big ass hat.
Kane just goes, "Give me a moment." And there's the sound of a duel for a couple minutes before Kane comes back sounding somewhat winded.
Does the Death Company mean anything?
The Death Company are poor bastards. The Blood Angel chapter, Loyalist, and their successors have two big problems: the Red Thirst and the Black Rage. The Red Thirst is something that all of them have that gives them a, well, bloodthirst. They tend to go a bit nuts in battle.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of training to try and mitigate that, depending on the chapter. And then the Black Rage is a death sentence, because they have gone completely insane and have lost touch with reality, hallucinating that they are their Primarch Sanguinius in his fatal duel with Horus. Those who succumb to the Black Rage are put into the Death Company, where they can at least be given a useful and honorable death, being used as berserkers.
So Dead by Daylight.
If they do not die in battle, they are given as peaceful a death they can with a...
Well, with the fucking,
execution.
Do they use the cunty fucking, horse thing?
No, they use an axe.
Okay. But imagine one of those guys is the killer.
Death Company? Screaming about Horus all the time?
Yeah. What would their power be?
Death Company tend to use, chain weaponry, so probably a chainsword.
Well, that would probably be what their weapon is.
Yeah, but Death Company tend to just be, well, berserkers.
Yeah.
They are sent into a position to murder everything that is in their path. Sometimes...
Sorry, somebody in the background spoke and I missed entirely what my thought process was.
Sometimes they wield jump packs.
Uh-huh. Oh,
So-
I think he actually included that in his concept.
So, in addition to being frothing berserkers, they're flying frothing berserkers.
Yeah, I think he included that in his power concept, Mintskull. No, Pixel Bush. Sorry, this was Pixel Bush.
But could you imagine the demon thing I mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
Could you imagine a killer that was each lesser demon of the four Chaos Gods? Kind of like Vecna or Dracula.
What, like a stance character?
Yeah, 4 different forms.
Like stance character or Swiss Army knife?
Switching shapes, like Dracula.
Okay.
Bloodletter of the god of war, Khorne.
Mm-hmm.
Pink Horror of the god of magic, Tzeentch. Plague Bearer of the god of disease, Nurgle. And Demonette of the god of depravity, Lanesh.
Hmm.
Khorne demons are strong and skilled. Tzeentch demons are insane, magical, and hard to pin down, and to have all sorts of magic. Nurgle demons are slow, diseased, and nigh impossible to stop or kill. And Slanesh demons are the fastest things on legs, and sometimes snake tails, that also have armor-piercing claws.
One of the comments on here, actually. A Ministorum priest that sees all of the survivors as corrupted by the entity and he must purge them.
And he wouldn't be entirely wrong.
A little, yeah. I mean, we have Cheryl Mason, who, like, fucking speaks to the entity and can block generators for you, which I don't know why you would want to do that 6 years later.
Uh-huh. Also,
the skull merchant would get a tech priest skin.
maybe. I'm going to come back in like 3 minutes. I have to pee.
Alenius Pius as a survivor?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Alright. I'm not as good as that as you. I genuinely do not know what the fuck to talk about. Damn it, he put me on the spot. Well, I guess I could talk more about DBD. But like I said earlier, I don't really know much about Warhammer, despite how much he yaps at me. And pretty much every time he talks to me about 40k or Warhammer in general, I learn something new. If I choose to remember it, because like I don't really. It's not my main focus, you know. But I genuinely would love the idea of Warhammer in DBD because it seems like such a perfect fit. Like, there's a lot of options for killers, couple options for survivors. I think it could be a full chapter with a map, even. Yeah, it could probably even have multiple chapters, like Resident Evil did. And it's unfortunate because I don't think Resident Evil is going to get another chapter with how many skins they've released since then. Hello. I spent about half of that time cursing you for putting me on the spot.
I return. Where was I?
I'm gonna throw names at you that I don't recognize. See if you recognize them.
One moment.
Sip, 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 sip.
Hydration achieved.
Sip. Yippee! Okay, I can guess what these are. Nurglite, Zinchian, or Slaneshi.
Yeah.
Yeah, followers.
Nurgle cultist, Beach cultist, Slaneshi cultist.
Yeah.
How's it been? Kill anyone interested?
A basic Cadian guardsman as a survivor.
Possible. One of the better options.
Kind of like
for
what
that.
they did for D&D, just like created their own characters.
Mhm.
A Chaos Bloodletter demon for the killer.
I've already talked about that.
Yeah.
Don't know what they would do, but
Yeah. A Lynch Guard.
Lich Guard.
Lynch Guard, a flayed one. They didn't. Put
Those
a
are both
comma.
Necron units.
Okay.
Lich Guard are Royal Guard. Are really fucking hard to put down.
Sorry. Somebody put the concept for skins in the comments. Guardsman Dwight.
That would be him.
Yeah.
He is the expendable one.
Katachan Jungle Fighter Felix.
Katakan.
Katakan Jungle Fighter Felix.
Helix?
Architect, the one that nobody ever plays, despite him
Oh,
being
right,
a
him.
hot white man.
I get it.
Blonde too. Korn Berserker Oni
Yep.
and Slaneshi Cultist Trickster.
Yep.
Yep.
These are all things that fit. More recent stuff, you could have a Cornate Houndmaster. Because one of the flavors of demon that Korn has are the flesh hounds of Korn.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying like a guardsman or an imperial guardsman as a survivor,
Uh-huh.
as like an original. But if they're gonna go for a like character that already exists, I do think Caiaphas Cain is the best option for what I've seen.
Caiaphas, but yes.
Caiaphas Cain, yeah. Because, and he mentioned like literally seconds earlier, 40K's setting is way too full of badasses to easily pick a survivor. Most people who would die to a killer are already dead.
Uh-huh.
So I think Caiaphas Cain is the only balanced option here. He's a badass, but not too much of a badass with imposter syndrome, so that also helps.
Well, he's a badass, and he's not much of an unarmed combatant.
Well, the entity takes away all your weapons.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. He is a master of fighting with a chainsword and a las pistol.
But with his bare hands, I'm assuming he can't do much.
Not very much, no. He has the basic training
But
afforded.
he could still fuck up the Legion.
Well, yes, but that applies to how many survivors now?
About a third of the roster.
Yeah. Random fucking teenager with a knife. Caiaphas Cain could fold them like laundry.
An Eldar youth,
A young Eldar.
a seer, or an Eldar youth has been dragged into the fog. Not a farseer, just a trainee.
Eh?
The perpetual.
Eh?
Human. But they always come back.
Yeah,
The entity would be-
perpetuals are a thing, but I don't know if I'd want them as a survivor.
Yeah, the entity would be happy to get such a source of feed.
Well, thing is, the biggest thing that separates a perpetual from other people is that they can't really die. They die, they get over it. They die, they get over
Yeah.
it. They die, they get over it.
So I assume they'd be there for a while.
Yeah,
Because-
literally, the whole gimmick with a perpetual is they don't age and they don't die.
A Tau survivor.
Maybe having an alien survivor would be cool.
Yeah, but they still have to align with the pre-animation male and female. Well, they still have to align with the generic.
That
male
wouldn't
and
really
female
work
animation.
then because cow have hooves.
Oh, and they do have feet animations, right?
Cow have hooves, and that means that they would run differently.
Well, I mean, this one right here. That one. Wait. He don't have a nose.
Yeah, Tau don't have visible noses.
Visible noses. So they do have noses.
What?
They do have noses.
Had to just murder a bot.
Yep. Thank you.
Club, knife, or pickaxe?
I don't know. An orc killer.
An orc.
Unlike other killers, the survivors can actually fight back, but not as effectively as they would hope. Oh, this is just a full-on concept. Scattered around the map would be guardsmen weaponry that a survivor could pick up, being slowed down due to the weight of such weapons to temporarily kill the orc. The orc, in turn, would be able to regrow at designated spots near generators when killed. The orc would have to take significant damage in order to actually go down, about 2 weapons worth of damage. I imagine there would be 2 weapons per survivor in the match. I already don't like this.
Yeah, this sounds... Remember Last Hope, or whatever it was called? Remember,
Singularity, Xenomorph, Skull Merchant, what are you talking about?
no, that one other DVD clone?
VHS?
No. Yes, that one too, but also the one where it was like the guy with the axe, the giant, the guy with the chain and scissors,
Oh.
the spider.
Oh, the one where you're like... I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
The one where you get to choose between each killer and the survivors can actually fucking kill you.
yeah, they kill you and you have to pick a different one for a bit
Yeah.
until you die again.
Yeah, I wonder why that one failed.
Yeah, because once the survivors actually started working together, getting within their line of sight means that you get beaten to death with pipes.
And... once
Bad
you-
idea. No.
Yeah, bad idea. Thank you for your thoughts, but no, never again.
An orc would be cool, but he would be horribly bored.
the Death Leaper.
Oh yeah, Death Leaper. That's a Tyranid.
Would be a perfect fit for DBD killer since it was genetically fine-tuned to be a killer. Alternative, a Flayed Necron, a Bloodletter, a Death Company Marine, a freaking Erebus, Orc Stormboy, any Drukari ever, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of options for a DBD killer.
Because, funnily enough, this is a wargaming setting. A grimdark wargaming setting. Lots of things kill other things, often in horrible ways. I think we have time for maybe one more mission.
We should have time for one more mission.
Fuck it, same loadout. I like this loadout. It's fun.
Just have a Necron as a survivor, and it'd be scary for everyone.
Nah. Even the weakest of bipedal Necrons. One, don't have survival instinct anymore. They're mindless.
They look like droids from Star Wars.
They're skeletal robots.
This would not work.
Yeah.
This would not work.
No, not a Necron. Not as a survivor. As a killer, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, this mission again.
Yeah, a lot of these are good.
Like, I could see any demon, any lesser demon specifically. You do not throw a bloodthirster at this.
As for the killer, Korn could slap the entity's tentacle away and lend it a bloodletter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, how does the entity stand up to Warhammer gods and shit?
In 40k, very poorly.
I mean, it took Vecna and nerfed him into the ground, leaving him.
Yes, but that was Vecna before he was a god. Vecna, when he was a god, would put the entity in a snow globe.
Yeah, he would. Hell, I'm pretty sure. I've heard fan theories that the entity negotiated with the Xenomorph Queen to get one of the Xenomorphs.
I wouldn't know. I don't really know Alien.
Yeah, neither do I. But it has also taken an entire cryptid that would eventually just, like, get rid of the whole world, the Unknown.
Yeah, the Unknown was almost a rival.
Yeah. And the entity took it down. It had to fight for that shit.
Well, mostly he grabbed it before it grew too much.
I guess.
It could have been a proper rival, but it was not. Not yet.
Yeah. Yeah, the entity kind of saved that universe from complete and utter damnation. Karn the Betrayer.
That's basically just, remember how I mentioned that Death Company Marines are berserkers?
Yeah.
He's the named Khornate Berserker. He is Khorne's greatest mortal champion.
Okay, so you just take one that wasn't just turned or whatever?
No. Specifically, he is not a Blood Angel, he's a World Eater. Of the World Eaters Traitor Legion. As much as they're a legion anymore. In fact, the reason that the World Eaters as a faction have splintered into various murderous warbands is because of him. One moment.
Holy horns.
Uh-oh. God, I hate Beast of Nurgle.
Yeah, how weird would it be to see like a Space Marine on the killer roster in DD?
Definitely odd, but something that I could envision.
Yeah. I mean, Springtrap we've been witching for years, and I think they fucking nailed it.
God damn it.
So, I think they could do Warhammer pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to thematic, like, choices, I have full faith in behavior. Anything else, besides the art department? Eh.
I hate fighting Beasts of Nurgle as Ogren.
What kind of hurt? Okay, going back to the Death Angel for a second.
Dark Angel.
Dark Angel.
No, you're
The Death Company.
Death Company. Blood Angel Death Company.
Yeah. Go back to the Blood Angel for a second. Oh no, wait, the fully insane one. What was that called again?
What?
The fully insane ones. What are those called again?
The Death Company.
Okay. Go back to the Death Company for a second. What would their perks be? Assuming this is just a generic, quote-unquote grunt.
Well, there is no such thing as a Space Marine with a grunt. They're all elite.
I know. Which is why I put it in quotes. Verbal quotes. Emphasize verbal quotes.
It is also worth noting that Death Company Marines are some of the best shock troopers in the setting, for their ability to just murder everything in their path.
So Lethal Pursuer would be lore accurate.
They're shock troopers. They get in, they murder everything, and if they don't die, they die later. And with, I think, 2 exceptions, no one has recovered from falling to the Black Rage.
All right, he also gave Caiaphas Cain perks. I forgot. Tactical Retreat, Hero of the Imperium, and Leading from the Back.
Lol.
Tactical Retreat. Whenever you become unhooked or unhook a survivor, Tactical Retreat activates for 12 seconds. Whenever you or the survivor you unhooked or unhook you take a hit while Tactical Retreat is active, that survivor maintains their post-hit speed boost for an additional 1.5 seconds.
I'm not entirely listening. This shit's hectic.
Ooh, okay, this was a year ago, so it was before Arella Rose and Rapid Response. Hero of the Imperium. Whenever you complete a healing action on another survivor, the exhausted status effect is removed from you if you have it. Whenever you become exhausted, you see the killer's aura for 6 seconds. And Leading from the Back. Oh, this one's 2 paragraphs. You see the auras of all survivors repairing or healing within 24 meters. Whenever another survivor completes a good skill check within 24 meters of you, Leading from the Back gains a token to a maximum of 3. Footsteps and grunts of pain you make become 25% quieter for each token. At 3 tokens, entering or leaving lockers quickly becomes silenced, and you make no noise inside one. Losing all tokens of Leading from the Back when you lose all tokens of Leading from the Back when you get hooked.
Gonna be honest, missed half of that.
Okay.
I'm fucking busy, mate!
Okay, so TLDR, Tactical Retreat. When you unhook somebody, or when somebody unhooks you, the timer activates. If you get hit during that timer, your on-hit speed boost is a little longer. Hero of the Imperium. You lose exhaustion after healing somebody, and whenever you get exhausted, you see the killer's aura for a couple seconds. And Leading from the Back. Give me a second. You see survivors repaling or healing within a certain distance, and whenever somebody completes a good skill check, you gain a token up to a maximum of 3. And for each token, you basically get a nerfed version of Light-Footed and Iron Will. And when you have all 3 tokens, you make no noise entering or leaving lockers. And all of the tokens are gone when you're hooked. So, do those fit Caiaphas Cain?
Kinda. He's the one who's always trying to do the thing that keeps him alive longer.
Yeah. And I assume in this game, well, okay, then Tactical Retreat, that definitely fits Tactical Retreat Hero of the Imperium.
And often, the best way to keep himself alive longer is to inspire loyalty in his troops, often to his own detriment.
Oh, definitely then. Like, especially, like, what about Leading from the Back?
He'd like to get a cushy job. A cushy position in the back lines, but unfortunately his own reputation means that he's often put on the front lines to be an inspiring force for the men. Or he then has life or death battles against whatever happens to be trying to kill him today.
Yeah, he probably talks about all of this in the video. Oh, he gave the Death Company perks as well. He named the killer the Lost.
Yeah, that fits.
Descent of Angels, the Red Thirst, and None Shall Stay My Wrath.
All those names fit.
Descent of Angels. Whenever the killer drops from a great height, they gain 15% haste for 6 seconds. Descent of Angels has a 6-second cooldown.
Okay. Somewhat niche, but
Yeah.
really strong in its niche.
Yes. All Shaking Thunder wishes it could be this perk. The Red Thirst. A survivor taking damage from any source inflicts the hemorrhage status effect until healed. Whenever a survivor affected by hemorrhage has a healing action canceled on them while they're injured, they become broken for 30 seconds.
Slightly missed that. Trying not to die.
Whenever survivor becomes injured by any means, they gain hemorrhage. Any healing interrupted on a hemorrhage survivor causes them to be broken for 30 seconds.
That's Red Thirst.
A Red Thirst, yep. And None Shall Stay My Wrath. Survivors who take a protection hit will be affected by None Shall Stay My Wrath until they are healed or put into the dying state. Oh boy.
Paragraph.
Survivors affected by this perk suffer a 12% penalty to generator repair and healing speeds.
So, Deathbound, but better in every possible way.
No, it is Forced Penance.
Alright, Forced Penance. That's what I was thinking of, I just got the name wrong.
Yeah. This perk will not be applied to a survivor if the survivor they are taking a protection hit for has been unhooked in the last 12 seconds.
Okay. So it's less horrifically awful, but...
Yeah. So do those fit the death?
I'm less certain on None Shall Stay My Wrath, but the other two fit pretty well.
Okay. I especially like Descent of Angels and the Red Thirst.
Descent of Angels is perfect.
Yep.
Red Thirst is still pretty nice. Makes them bleed.
Yeah. But None Shall Stay My Wrath. What are you unsure about that one?
It's mostly due to my own relative unfamiliarity with the Blood Angels. They're not my favorite chapter.
Huh. What, you don't like human suffering and insanity?
I like Space Marines. Space Marines are cool. They're just Space
They're
Marines.
the company favorite.
Well, yeah, they are the poster boys.
Okay, so I'm not gonna go through the power that this guy gave me.
Hold on. Bitch is
Lost.
fucking wild. Give me a moment.
Yeah. The Lost. 4.6 meters a second, 32 meter tear radius. Tall. The weapon is the Eviscerator Chainsword. And power is Rage unto Death.
Yeah, that fits. At least in terms of descriptions.
Jump pack.
Oh, there goes the Zealot.
Okay, I'm not saying anything. The jump pack has 2 charges and recharges at a rate of 1 charge every 20 seconds. The jump pack can only be used when both charges are full. Activate the jump pack when facing any direction to travel in that direction in a straight line at a speed of 190% for 16 meters. This includes vertically. They gave my Dead by Daylight killer verticality. Allowing jump pack to be used for temporary flight. When a charge is used, the Lost travels at 50% speed and falls at 25% speed for 1.5 seconds and cannot perform any actions other than using a charge of jump pack during this time. Boosting yourself into a pallet or breakable wall using the jump pack will cause you to immediately end your movement and break the object.
That fits.
Anything else? The Black Rage. Separate to the jump pack's charge system, displayed in a separate counter on the HUD, the Lost has a Rage meter. The Rage meter gains charges under the following conditions. A non-obsession survivor stuns or blinds the Lost, 10%. The Obsession stuns the blind or Lost, or 20%. The Lost injures a healthy survivor with a basic attack, 25%. Or the Lost injures a healthy Obsession with a basic attack, 35%.
Okay, power based on obsession.
Yeah. At 100%, the Black Rage will activate for 75 seconds, regardless of whether or not the killer chooses to do so or not. During the Black Rage, the killer benefits from the following effects. Basic attacks with the Eviscerator will break pallets and breakable walls it hits. the killer's lunge range is increased by 60%, and basic attacks against non-obsession targets will cause the survivor to become the obsession. The jump back unlocks a new ability, Angel of Death.
I was expecting Hammer of Wrath. Does it involve tackling them with the weight of several tons of Space Marine?
I'm about to find out. While Angel of Death is active, the first survivor who collides with the Lost during a jump pack dash will be picked up by the killer and carried for the duration of the dash. Survivors who are pushed into a solid object while being carried during Angel of Death or dropped from a great height after being carried into the air by an Angel of Death will lose a health state on impact. Survivors who are landed on by survivors dropped from a great height by Angel of Death also receive a health state of damage. Survivors hit by Angel of Death cannot leave the trial for 6 seconds after being hit.
Remember Reinhardt Overwatch?
Yeah, it's kind of bad. Except he can float. So...
Definitely interesting.
Yeah, I'm not saying it isn't.
I like the obsession mechanic because of...
Yeah.
Remember I mentioned what their hallucinations are?
No. Remind me again?
They're hallucinating that they're late Primarch Sanguinius in the duel against Horus that killed him.
Okay.
So I imagine the person that they're obsessed with is the one that they
Horus.
currently think is Horus.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how it's not like an integral part of the power either. It's just a little boost.
You get your batshit mode faster when you're dealing with the obsession.
Yeah.
I also like that you have no control over when you activate batshit mode.
Yeah. It just happens as the trial progresses. However, if it doesn't charge passively... Okay. So, you gain charge by being stunned or blinded, or when somebody loses a health state.
When you get impeded or succeed in injuring someone.
With a basic attack specifically, yeah. Honestly, this feels like an early version of Kaneki, minus the rage part, minus the Oni shit.
Mm-hmm.
Your judgment, dropper!
He even came up with fucking add-ons for this guy, dude.
Sweet. Is one of them a funeral mask?
A golden death mask.
Yep!
Want to know what that does?
Funeral masks are a big thing in the Blood Angels. Death mask.
I just read one of the eerie ones.
Iridescent.
Purity seal.
Okay, that would probably be one of the best places to have.
And as Kelon's wings.
Azkaon.
Kelon's
Azkaon.
wings.
I know that's a character, but I can't remember who he is or what he does. I think that's the guy in charge of, I think that's the guy in charge of wrangling the Death Company and killing them if they manage to live.
Okay, I want to go from the most orange ones, aka the browns, up.
Honestly, a prayer seal would probably be either a brown or an eerie.
Gilded Aquila. Whenever the obsession fails a skill check, they
Aquila.
scream. Gilded Aquila. Whenever the obsession fails a skill check, they scream and the killer gains 10% of Black Rage. That's a brown.
What's the trigger?
When the obsession fails a skill check.
They scream and you get Black Rage.
Yeah, 10%. Mach 5 Helmet. Reveal the killer's impact point while the killer is falling from a great height.
Okay.
So it's like a nurse plaid shirt or...
It's the beginner.
It's the beginner round, yeah. Armageddon Honors. Increases Black Rage gain from non-obsession sources by 20%. That would probably be one of his best add-ons.
What is?
Armageddon Honors. Did you hear what it did?
No. Fighting.
Kind of in the middle of it.
Fighting for life.
Think of it. Okay, I'll... You're doing good, man.
Everyone is dying.
Just so you know, I have not registered anything that has happened on screen in the last 20 minutes.
Well, we're failing. Shit.
Okay. Armageddon Honors. Increases Black Rage gain from non-obsession sources by 20%. Oh, that would be one of his best, I think.
Rip.
Unfortunate. GG's. Seal of
We
Penance.
have failed the Emperor.
Seal of Penance. Is this just the dog there? No arbiter.
No, he's sitting next to them.
Oh, I can't see him past the dog.
Nope, he's right there.
Oh, okay. He blends in very well.
He blends in very well into the Ogren's pants.
He does. He looks like his fucking shoulder pad is where the knee pad is.
Yep.
Anyway, Armageddon honors. Did you hear what that did?
No, I was too busy dying.
Yeah. So you know what the Gilded Aquila and Mach 5 helmet do?
Aquila is Obsession skill check.
Obsession skill
Mark
check
5
and-
is beginner.
Yeah. Armageddon honors. This is the third time I've said this. I apologize. Increases Black Rage gain from non-obsession sources by 20%.
Right, I remember hearing that. I was a bit busy at the time.
Yeah. Seal of Penance. Whenever a survivor is dropped from a great height during Black Rage, refund Black Rage's duration completely and gain 1,000 blood points in the deviousness category. Survivors dropped from a great height during Black Rage no longer lose a health state. It's the meme add-on.
Eh.
And that is all the browns. Now for yellow.
Of course, a mark of penance.
Yeah, it's a brown add-on. Codex Astartes, Volume 3. When the killer falls from a great height, if they have no jump pack charges, the auras of all generators currently being progressed are highlighted in yellow for 6 seconds.
What triggers that?
Falling from a great height with no jump pack charges.
Okay. Bit
And-
odd, but
Yeah, it's weird, but we've had weirder. Sanctified Oil increases jump pack recharge rate by 20%. Also seems like it'd be one of his best. Tyrannic War Honors increases Black Rage duration by 15 seconds. It's already 75. Vial of Blood increases Black Rage gain from all sources by 15%.
nice. Just a steady boost to your ability to go.
Yeah, to go. And Auxiliary Fuel Tank. When you are falling and have no charges of jump pack, hold the power button to slow your fall to 25% speed and reduce your horizontal movement speed to 50%.
Huh.
Seems like it'd be a purple or green.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, green. Death Watch Honors. Increases flight speed of the jump pack by 15%.
Okay.
Seal of Vengeance. Whenever the killer hits a healthy survivor with a basic attack outside of the Black Rage, the Obsession's aura is revealed for 8 seconds.
What was that one?
Seal of Vengeance.
Okay.
Makes sense, given your theory. Crosscut Chain Teeth. During Black Rage, hits from the Chainsword and Angel of Death inflict mangled and hemorrhaged until healed. This is before they were all given a timer. Afterburners. Whenever the killer drops from a great height, if they have no charges of jump pack, survivors within 8 meters of the impact point suffer 8% hindered for 4 seconds.
Because ow, fire, ow.
And Blood Chalice. Increases vault speed by 15% during Black Rage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Purple.
Purple. Veritas Vitae. Am I saying that right?
Is it spelled with an A at the end, Veritas?
Veritas.
Veritas Vitae.
During Black Rage, any pallet that stuns the loss instantly breaks, stunning them as normal.
It
What?
might be. That would be an eerie.
Yeah. Golden Death Mask. Whenever a pallet or breakable wall is broken with jump pack, refund 1 charge of jump pack.
I'll give it a tentative okay.
Yeah. Smashed Auspex. Whenever a survivor is dropped from a great height by Angel of Death, reveal the auras of all survivors for 7 seconds.
Make it half that, and it'll be relatively okay.
Yeah, it's a bit overtuned. Teeth and Teeth of Ball. Breaking a pallet or breakable wall with a basic attack during Black Rage restores 25% of Black Rage's total duration. What the fuck?
Lower that to like 10% at most.
Like, this is just better Oni. What the fuck?
Mhm.
And finally, as Kaon's Wings. Reduces movement speed to 4.4 meters a second. All charges of jump pack are restored when the killer falls from a great height.
So basically, boing, 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 boing.
Boing, boing, boing. Yes. And Iridescent Purity Seal. Adds a 3rd charge of jump pack. Decreases Black Rage gain from any source by 33%.
So more boing, less rar.
Yeah. If you were okay, I think the point is that you combine it with the other Iridescent add-on. and you just go all in on the jump pack,
Mhm.
which in itself is very good.
Mhm.
It's basic. It was like I said, it's Kaneki before Kaneki.
Yeah.
So I do love this
Kaneki and Oni's horrible, horrible love child.
Yeah, better than Blight, I think. Honestly,
hmm
and I think Blight is fine. He just needs add-on changes,
Yeah.
and maybe 4.4 meters a second. Definitely 4.4 meters a second.
Hmm. Anyway,
Yeah, love this concept.
yeah.
Thematically, I think it's perfect. What do you think?
You want to do this again tomorrow?
Well, I don't really have any other DBD Warhammer concepts to talk about, so
Well, I have more to throw at you.
Uh.
But it's about time to end stream, so.
yeah.
I have more ideas. I have more lore and shit to throw at you.
Yes.
But it's past time.
yeah. All right.
We'll be back
We'll see you
tomorrow,
guys.
same time, possibly doing this again.
Possibly, yeah.
I would enjoy it.
I enjoy.
I get to info dump to my heart's content. I have
Yes.
great fun.
Yes.
Eh,
All right.
bye-bye.
Bye.